everyone, I hope you're well. Today's video is a follow-up to the last video, which I uploaded back in November 2018 but then took down. I won't go into why, but many reasons why I took it down, but anyway, I kept it and I've re-put it onto YouTube, and so this is a follow-up to that. So if you want to watch that, I'll link that below and then you can watch that and then you'll understand what this video is about. But anyway, basically this is the continued journey of me finding out if I carry the Brca gene 1 or 2, which is a cancer genetic gene in your body, which gives you, well, it doesn't give you obviously, but it means that you have a heightened chance of developing cancer in your lifetime. On my last video, as I spoke, it was about 5% more of a chance than everyone else. After attending the appointment in New Forest Hospital, I was actually told that it's 80 to 90% chance of developing cancer in your lifetime if you have this gene. So we had a really good discussion. We did a family tree. The consultant I saw was really nice, and I agreed, yeah, I want the testing. And she said, well, it's just a simple blood test, because obviously, as I explained, I didn't know what was going to happen, and when I recorded the video, it was on the day that I was going. So I had the testing. It was just a simple blood test, and they told me it would take about 6 to 10 weeks for it to come back. Yeah, so anyway, on the 22nd of December, I got the call to tell me that I tested positive. It was a massive shock because my sister had tested negative. And, you know, although obviously it doesn't mean I don't have cancer, which is, you know, a godsend, but it does make me sort of, yeah, it's scary, very scary. It's taken a hell of a long time for it to sink in. We're now in January 2019. I went to see my GP last week to discuss it with him and to make him aware, obviously, you know, for my own medical records. And he you know, everybody said the same thing. What happens next? Well, what happens next is I have the information. I know that I have tested positive for Brca gene 1, which is breast and ovarian. And yeah, my journey can stop here, and I can just accept that, you know, that there is a very strong possibility that I could develop cancer because I carry the gene. But there's also this small possibility that I may not. And so the decision to move forward has been a difficult one with what to do, because obviously, do I live in fear for the next, I don't know, if I live to 80, 90, 50, 40 years of my life, worrying if I'm going to develop this, you know, going to develop cancer, or do I sit tight and just hope that it never happens? Not only that, but obviously I have the mammogram testing and the cervical smear testing, and you know, as many people probably are aware, the ovarian cancer side of it is well, most people refer to it as a silent killer, because a lot of people don't even know they've got it. The symptoms aren't really, you know, that strong, whereas obviously with the breast you have got more of a chance, although with the history in my family they didn't know until it was too late, or it was at the point where they would have to have a double mastectomy and go through chemotherapy and radiotherapy. So yeah, I mean, obviously I have children, so my decision to have my ovaries and fallopian tubes out has already been made. There's no question that that will happen in the next, well, this year, I don't know when. I'm going to see them on the 21st and discuss that further. But the decision to have a double mastectomy and have it all taken away is a very hard decision to make, and a decision I haven't made yet. And I can't imagine or begin to imagine a woman who has been told she's got breast cancer and she's got to have both her breasts removed fails, to be honest, because I've had, you know, nearly 2 months to make a decision on this, and I still haven't made it. And obviously I don't have to make it. I can take that risk, but then if I develop breast cancer, I'll have to have them removed, or partly removed, or one of them removed anyway. And you know, after speaking to my GP and telling me that they would take some of the back muscle and create a new breast, and all the ins and outs medical side of it, it's quite scary. And you know, I admit I have cried over it. I've got very upset over it. I have thought, why me? Because my sister was negative, and even my sister said to me, you know, I don't understand why I've tested negative and you've tested positive, but unfortunately that's just the way it goes. And so yeah, so I'm left with a very difficult decision, and the reason for doing this video is not for sympathy, or, you know, it's for understanding. And if you're out there and you're going through this, I'd love to hear from you. Subscribe to my channel, send me messages, I'll send you my email address and you can email me, because the support would be fantastic. Because unless you've actually been through this, I don't think anybody can quite understand what it's like. I know it's not the same as cancer, and it's not, and I totally understand that, and I don't want anybody messaging me saying, oh, you've not got cancer. I understand that totally, but to actually be faced with the fact that you could develop cancer, it's quite scary, especially when you've had family that have gone through double mastectomies, gone through chemotherapy, gone through radiotherapy, lost their hair, lost their eyebrows, lost their eyelashes. I've had a best friend that died to breast cancer, and we were very close, and I watched her cope with it for 3 years and suffer. And I've had other friends, and you know, unfortunately it's not an unheard of disease anymore, which is quite sad. But yeah, it would be nice to hear from people that are going through it, or waiting for the test results of the gene, or have got the gene and what they've done, because, you know, it's a very scary journey, and it's very hard to, you know, to know what to do. And people have kind of, friends and family have told me that, you know, it's your decision, it's up to you, it's what you decide to do. And being faced with that is very hard, because you know, especially when it's part of you, it's who you are, and as a woman. And so therefore, yeah, that's why I've decided to do this video, my journey, and record what's going on. And I hope that you'll stay with me and send me messages and be nice, because obviously I am new to all this. I didn't expect to be going through this in my late years, as they say, but yeah, I am. So I'd love to hear from you. Have a lovely day, take care of yourself out there, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.